My bad, y'all. I had my microphone muted. YouTube, what it do? Blue came back today for another motherfucking live stream. I told you I was gonna be back. You didn't believe it, brother, huh? It's alright. I still fuck with you. Even though you don't fuck with me, I still fuck with you. So look, I'm gonna start the stream out by reacting to a couple videos. I had some videos that I was gonna upload, but the audio messed up for them. So I'm gonna be reacting to 2 videos that I wanted to upload. However, it's very fortunate, honestly, because this is the first time that I'm gonna be live streaming while recording simultaneously. So I hope that you enjoy the live, and I hope that you enjoy the videos when they get posted. Until next time, my people, cause I appreciate you. Ain't no next time. You staying right here, cause this is the time. Let me get it bumping. I'll put the music back on for y'all. In the meantime, turn down a little bit lower. I know it's kind of loud. And let me get the videos up and running, making sure everything good. And then we'll go from there. I'm ready. You ready? We ready. You got your snacks? I'm on your TV. I'm on your computer. I'm on your smartphone. Whatever you watching me on. Let's get this party started. Oops. No, I did the right thing. Nah.
But people in the comments were saying I don't look good enough to get what I'm asking for. They were saying me as a plus size woman, that lowers my value.
I don't like that. The banner thing is on the bottom of the YouTube. Why is it doing that shit? It only does that. Whatever. You want to delete that? Give me 1 second, guys.
Well, it is a word that evokes many emotions in people. It's a
I don't want y'all to see all that, but it's too late. I'm not ending the stream and none of that shit. Y'all saw what y'all saw already.
On Mac immerses you in a universe.
Y'all want to go there and look through all my personal things?
There's no.
Things have gotten pretty
Oh
expensive
my
lately,
god!
and I need to generate some
Oh
additional
my god,
income.
Queen, get your big ass lips off the camera.
I don't look good enough to get what I'm asking for. They were saying me as a plus size woman, that lowers my value because I'm a bigger girl.
Hold on. Matter of fact, I didn't even start recording yet. Hey, I know, guys. I'm new to this. Give me some slack. Shit. All right. Nope. YouTube, what it do? I'm live right now. Luke Kane is live. We are watching while a plus size model think that she's a high value woman. Stay tuned. I appreciate everybody that's in the live right now, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get this party started.
Me, not looking the role of, what some would consider a high value woman. I'm not thin, I'm not light skinned, I don't look a certain way, and they feel like what I'm asking for is only available to women who look a certain way. But in my personal life, in my personal dating life, I date high value men from what people are saying are high value, or people who make 6 figures or over. I've dated lawyers, doctors, engineers, different types of people, and I never once thought.
My bad, y'all. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Son, I was trying to set up everything. That's why I was doing. That's why I had it like that. But it's whatever. Oh, it's whatever. It's whatever. All right.
They're not going to date me because I'm plus size. That was never really.
I hate that term so much. Plus size. That shit is so stupid.
I even got into it with some of my some celebrities and some actors that I watched for years on television. I'm like, are you kidding? And so I would get into it with them. And even some relationship coach, some dating coach, they had negative things to say about my standards and what I'm looking for. So, honestly, I understand that everybody's coming from a different lane, everybody's different, but for me in my life, that has been a normal thing. So I'm not looking at it as
So basically what she's saying is when she seeked out help for a personal problem that she had, the common denominator was that she'll get bad advice from other people. So she'll get the bad advice from those people, the bad advice. And then she'll say to herself, nah, just everybody has a personal differences and personal opinions. Okay. Maybe the common denominator is just that you're wrong.
Oh, that's wild.
Or what you're doing, or what you're going about doing is wrong.
Pay for your Uber, that's crazy. But that's normal for me. So.
Let's unpack it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be super upfront and honest. When I did see that,
now just to let y'all know, I only watched 15 minutes of this video. So the remaining, I don't remember watching all of it because I got some technical difficulties halfway through the video, and then when don't worry about it. Just know it's not gonna be a fake reaction. That's all I'm trying to say.
Positive of comments, right?
Okay.
But I want to unpack this in the more what we say here at 8 at the table, which we're gonna bring this back in 2023, is let's peel the layers back.
Okay.
And let's really start to understand, because before I deem anything, I need to understand more about it, right? And the first thing I want to ask is, well, having certain standards and expectations is not a problem. It doesn't matter about what you technically look like. Now the odds are in your favor when you are putting yourself on, as when you're putting yourself in a position as the idealistic market valued man or woman, right? Or high.
I don't know.
My question is, if a person comes to you and he is able, I'm assuming a man.
Yeah, man.
And he is able to fulfill all these things that you're asking for.
What are you gonna get in return?
What does your reciprocity look like?
Yeah, what are you gonna reciprocate? What are you gonna get in return?
Well, I would say for everybody it's different, and I really feel like, it depends on who that man is and what he's looking for specifically.
But then if you say it for yourself, then you'll just say like the generalization of what everybody wants in a man. I'm gonna let her land though. I'm gonna let her land.
Me as a person, what I can offer, I know what the kind of person I am. I'm very nurturing, loving, I like to, I'm very traditional. I like to keep a home nice. I like to cook. I want babies, all of those things. Those are some of the things that I can give in a relationship if that was what the relationship was leading to, if it was marriage, if it was what is exactly what I'm looking for. So, but I feel like that whole thing of men saying, what do you as a woman bring to the table? I feel like, what do you want us to bring to the table? Because I've made it very...
One minute you saying every man is different. Now you saying in the generalization of what men want, and you don't know the generalization of what men want. Well, you don't know the generalization of what men want from a woman. All right.
Very clear what I want you to bring to the table. What is it that you're looking for from a woman?
Okay, so let's...
Sex, peace, comfort, love, loyalty. Depending on the type of relationship that you want, and I'm just speaking for myself, marriage, children. I don't think you can give me anything more than that. Maybe money. Maybe money. And it's like, I'm not saying like you gotta give me money or you gotta do a 50-50, but I'm saying it's like this. If my girl thinks, this is how I look at it. If my girl pays no bills at all, she's basically my child, and I got jurisdiction over and authority over everything that she's doing. And me personally, I don't want to have a relationship like that. When I get to tell my girl what to do, when to do, how to do it. Because if I don't have a girl that can think for herself, bro, in my opinion, she gonna get influenced by anything. She gonna either that or she is easily to, I don't know, bro. I wouldn't want that for a relationship. So
let's unpack this. Right, so we have...
It's simple though.
Well,
it's nothing to overthink about.
Gotten these things from other men.
Okay.
Previously,
yes.
Right? Are you with any of them now?
No.
Okay. So I don't know what the reasons might be for them not working. But my question is, if they were giving you everything that you were asking for, well, why didn't you keep them?
So every situation is different, but several of the guys that I've dated in the past, our core fundamental values weren't aligned. And because of that, it just wouldn't have worked out long term. And I feel like those things are more important and very important when you get past the dating phase and if the main thing, if he's a certain type of way that you're looking for, it comes down to okay, can I build a life with...
Let's say you go on, guys, I'm asking, and ladies too. Let's say you go ahead and you get with a dude or a girl. You're religious. For the sake of hypothetical, you're Christian, Muslim, right? You meet a girl who's atheist. You yourself say to yourself, I want a girl who either has a religious principle or is on the same religious principle as me. Meaning you'll date a Jewish girl, a Muslim girl, or another Christian girl. Or if you're Muslim, another Jew, another Buddhist, another Hindu, something like that. But if you find a girl that you starting to get to know, first date, texting, all that, and you find that out, why are you still going ahead and pursuing in a dating sense? That's stupid. That's stupid, bro. Let's say if you're the color red, you're looking for another color red, but you find green. But you want green to act like the color red even though that's what you desire. Does that make sense to you? No, it don't. It don't at all.
With this man, can I have children with this man? Can I see myself, long term with this man? Do our values line up? And if it doesn't make sense to keep going.
1 second, y'all. Give me a second. Gosh, every time, dog. I got some fucking shit going on, bro. Every time. Alright, my bad, y'all. I had to do something for my mama real quick.
We're going down the road, just letting you know.
Okay.
So what are the values, the core values that you're seeking and realistically, want for your spouse to have?
I want him to be a family man. Like, he wants to, have children. He wants to have a family. He has a relationship with God. He,
the quality wasn't,
vibe, like he makes me laugh, we have like chemistry, we enjoy each other's company, like he is a provider, a protector, he's always dating me, pursuing me, he's always doing things that make a relationship last longer than just if you just stop putting into the effort. So I guess someone who's consistent, someone who's putting in effort, someone who wants to be there.
Hey man, my question is, how old is this girl, bro? How old is this woman? This shit don't make no sense to me. So you want a man that's already developed, but he's at your age level, and typically women date up. They don't date a guy that's younger than them, bro. They date a guy typically that's older, bro. Typically. So she's like, and I'm guessing based off of her face and her body, I can't really tell also behind the makeup, but her skin doesn't look too wrinkled. I'll say she's probably 28 to like 35. So she wants a guy who's like 33 to 40. You know what I'm saying? Already developed, got his shit going, got businesses, got money, doesn't have any children, wants to be married, haven't been previously married, don't have a kid, and that can give all of his time and attention towards her. She wants to be chased after and shit. Like, bro, you're done, bro.
That's the kind of things that I look for in a man.
Bro.
Okay, so it's all right. I'm
Bro.
going with my own theory. Boom. So now, this is what I'm hearing, and correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm hearing, give me, and I ain't gonna give you shit in return.
Sometimes,
besides me,
the delusion sets in, is when your core values is really what you want, because you've had not you specifically. Okay. I'm just speaking in general, right? The core values is really what
trying not to get canceled
to sustain a long-term relationship, but they're leading with the tangibles that are technically, subjective. Because if I can possess all these tangible things, you know, take you on a trip or do whatever, and take you to this restaurant, buy you clothes and pay for your hair and nails, but I don't align with God, or I'm not a family man, then I still don't work for you. So I think what we got to do, and people who are in the spot, in this place where everyone is using the social media to kind of, you know, showcase who they are.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Social media. That's another problem.
Right? Because if I say, hey, you know what?
Social media.
I want a woman who is a, you know, a good motherly woman for kids, and you know, she's family oriented, and you know, such and such. I think that limits the backlash, because I can't live with a girl who's not a family oriented woman, right? Okay. But I can date a girl who, you know, is a bad bee. You know what I'm saying?
No, you cannot. See, this is the shit, bro. Dating leads to a relationship. You got the talking phase, you got the dating phase, you got the relationship, then you got the marriage. Hopefully it gets there. The engagement, then the marriage, excuse me. When it comes to a relationship, there's many steps that plays into one. I don't know why in this day and age we got the sense that dating is separate from engaging in a relationship. No, the fuck it's not. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. And if you're taking a date as, oh, I'm just trying to get to know this person, oh, I'm just trying to fuck on this person, that's where your perspective is all wrong. That's how your approach is all wrong. It's from the jump. Right? If you are going out with a person that you can't see yourself being with for a long time, that's the problem, bro. That's dead ass the problem. You shouldn't even be wasting your time with that shit. If you bored, I guess. If you're everybody's different. That's all I say. Me personally, I ain't wasting my time, energy, nor my money on somebody I definitely don't see myself being with for a while. Maybe not marriage. I'm not saying like you gotta instantly first look, first conversation, first date. You gotta know if you're already gonna marry and have kids with the person. But I will say is you gotta know if you're gonna take them serious or not. And if you don't know that shit, you should not be in a relationship. Oh, excuse me. You should not be dating that person. You should not even go on a date with that person. You should get to know that person more through talking, through conversating, through hanging out. Because a date to me is expectations. You expect to get, hey man, like I said, social media and the way that people have their mindset and perspectives on dating is crazy to me. It's crazy. It's like, crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But like she's only temporary, just as is the things that you're asking for the man. So now my question to you,
I disagree.
Given that your dating history, if you had those things and it didn't work out, do you feel as if your expectations were in the wrong place?
No. Okay. And I don't think so, because it's eventually the man that I end up.
It's not that her expectations are in the wrong place. She's entitled as fuck.
Fulfill those requirements. So I feel like I'm wasting a man's time if he doesn't agree with it. Because I feel like you said my values are what I want. Yes, this is what I want. So a man who wants to date me and is, you know, and I let them know, because I'm very upfront, I'm very straightforward. I don't like to be, deceitful or beat around the bush. Like, you know what you're getting, because I'm very out there with it, because I don't want to waste his time and be disingenuous. I feel like I'm being my genuine self when I let you know, like, this is what I like and this is what I want.
I think what happens is people try to set the bar high, right? They set the bar high to protect themselves, and they set the bar high because if I can at least get this, if this doesn't work out, I still got something out of it. But realistically, the bar being set high is really disregarding and dismissing what you need and trying to replace it with what you want.
What do I need?
What you need is a family man. What you need is all the reasons for why the guy who possessed all the tangible things gave you but didn't work out. Those missing elements are the actual necessities, because if he possessed those, I'm assuming he would probably still be here.
Yes, you're right. And this is, yeah, exactly. It didn't work out because he wasn't that family man that I'm looking for.
It's his fault.
But I'm going to ask you, how do you determine in a dating relationship if he is going to be that person for you, because I've dated guys.
If the dude talks about it often, that's him. If he doesn't talk about it often, but you keep bringing it up and he then only reciprocates because you're saying it, then it's not it. For example, initially, a guy should tell you whether or not if he wants to have children, if he wants to have a wife. If he doesn't aspire to have that shit, then he's not going to tell you that shit. He's not. But if you keep talking about it, then he has to forcefully talk about it. But if he doesn't want to talk about it, he's not going to bring it up. If he does want to talk about it, he's going to bring it up. It's that simple, bro. It's that simple.
Guys who don't have money and who don't match the requirements, they can't give me those, they can't provide for me in that way. They're definitely family men, but I'm thinking about, okay, like, I'm gonna have to go to work, I'm gonna have to like bring the bread home, I'm gonna have to like take care of us, because he's a nice guy and he's a family guy and maybe he's a good father, but he's not a provider. And
bro, imagine if that was the other way around, bro. Especially when we live in this day and age where women make as much money, if not more, than men. She deadass said as a grown ass adult, that she cannot have a man that is her man and take care of it. She cannot take care of her man, which is her responsibility, which is keen to being an adult, because she doesn't want to. But if you did, bro, we gonna replay that.
I have to like bring the bread home, I'm gonna have to like take care of us, because he's a nice guy and he's a family guy and maybe he's a good father, but he's not a provider.
Imagine if that was the other way around, bro. Imagine if that was a dude saying to a woman like, I can't be with her because she wants to sit on her ass all day and wants to be taken care of, and I gotta be a provider and I gotta pay bills. And bro, you gonna look at that man as weaselly and measly as fuck. So why does that apply to a woman, especially in this day and age? Why we still got these traditional ass mindsets when y'all do not live traditionally? Y'all don't live like y'all gotta fucking marry a man because y'all need a credit card. Y'all don't live like I need to marry a man because I gotta go ahead and get a bank account, a credit score, a house. Y'all don't live tradition. This is not the 60s, my baby, 70s. We in 2025, bro. It does not apply the same, bro. So you mean to tell me this, right? Let's say your man made good money, $125 a year, after taxes. You mean to tell me that nigga lost his job through the inflation, something like that, right? COVID came back, and then like the job industry that he's specifically in is not doing so good. He gotta lay off and find a job, or maybe he gotta lay off and do another job that doesn't pay him as much. You telling me you can't be the woman in the relationship to step up to the plate that helps shit out because he's not doing his job right, because he's suffering? That's what's wrong with a lot of women nowadays, bro. Not all, some. Especially the ones that be on social media a lot and be looking for a relationship. Y'all, you know where y'all got fucked up? Y'all got reality fucked up, bro. Y'all do. That make no sense, bro. You in 2025, yeah, you want a whole... Bro, you know how expensive shit is? Yeah, you still want a man to take full-on care of you, and you don't do shit for the household. You don't do shit for a bill, but you a grown-ass adult. The key thing about being an adult is what? You take care of your responsibilities. Whether it's a mortgage, a child, a house, a car, a bill, your own ass, washing a dog, something, bro. You got responsibilities as an adult. Why the fuck do we still got this traditional ass mindset for men and women relationships when it don't apply like that no more, bro? Y'all got the same rights as us now, bro. Because y'all women, y'all get better opportunities just for being a woman, bro. Like that ass. So why on this earth? Why do y'all still think that way?
And that puts me in a really bad position to be the provider.
Is it okay for a man to be, I'm just asking him this is his opinion. Actually, ladies, is it okay for a man to be a good husband, a good father, and not a financial provider?
No.
I think it depends. I'll say it's subjective.
I'm just
You
asking.
just only care about money, bro. I'm not gonna call her.
I think it's
Boy,
subjective.
it almost slipped out my mouth. I'm not trying to be
Someone who may not
respectful,
be able
but
to provide financially for you can be all these other great things, and that is okay for you. But it might not be okay for me, for her, or for her. You know, and I'm gonna be honest. You already know I watched it. So there's no guessing game. And to be honest, even when I was young and I was dating, I'm not even gonna say that because it doesn't sound good. I'll tell y'all off camera.
Because it doesn't sound good. Imagine.
You already started.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if someone, if economics and like financial status or whatever, if that's important to me, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna limit who I talk to. You know, and for some people, limiting like your options may not work for you, but it worked for me. You know. And the only reason I limited my options because I already knew that I wasn't going to be comfortable in a situation where, you know, yeah, somebody could treat me nice and be loving and caring and this and that, but you can't take me on a date. Nope. You can't put gas in my car. You can't, you know, fly us somewhere, you know, for an anniversary. You know, these are like, real talk, these are kind of basic things.
Listen. No, the fuck they're not, man. Because when you think of a date, you're not thinking about like going to your usual spot. When you're thinking of a date, you're talking about like a new spot, a brand new spot, an expensive ass spot. The dude gotta spend $200-$300 on a date, bro. Sure, you his girl. That I get that point, but like, bro, that's where y'all got shit fucked up. Y'all still want to live lavish, but y'all still want a nigga to take care of everything. How the fuck? Do y'all not understand how shit is nowadays, bro? I bet you all these fucking ladies live in metropolized cities, meaning cities that are very urban. Like dead-ass big cities like Miami, New York City, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Atlanta ass shit. So why you can't understand that costs, bro? If you spend, let's say you take your girl out every day it's $100. 100 times 5. Let's say y'all don't see each other for 2 days out the week. Let's just say that. $500 times 4 is $2,000. Times fucking 6, that's $12,000, bro. No, excuse me, I'm tripping. Let me do the math again. 500 for the week times 4 weeks, that's a month, right? You get 2,000 times 12. That's $24,000, bro. Just that you spent on your girl to go out and just do shit. And bro, 100, honestly, 100 is like average, bro. It could vary. It could be below 100 or above 100 sometimes, depending on when you taking your girl at the spot. But she deadass just say taking me out on dates. Like, how frequent we talking about this shit, bro? They acting like shit don't add up. And then you wonder why your dude be living in a 800, no, not even 800, like 550 square foot apartment in New York, paying $1,500, 2 bands for that shit.
Let's take the whole plane thing out of it. A date, you know, like we talk about this, you know, like when you go to therapy or something, they'll say have a date night, you know, and let's just say that date night is at your house, but the lights cost, the gas cost, the water cost, the champagne cost, the cooking oil cost, the steak cost, everything. So you need money. And I really think it's like very, like, it's real bullshit that people act like money is not important. Yeah. Money is important.
Money is important, but money is not everything, bro. Money is not everything, bro. It is not. Because money comes and goes, dog. And if you think money is everything, then that means everything is only limited. That means when you have money, you're happy. When you don't have it, you're not happy. But that's the thing about money. Money comes and goes, bro. It don't just stay. Unless like you're really smart with your money. But most people live paycheck to paycheck, bro. Most people live off of whatever they make, and then they don't save most of what they make, bro. So if you saying money is important, then all you gonna ever give a shit about is money. You gonna think money fixes your problems, and to be honest with you, no it don't. Because just like Biggie Small said, more money, more problems, and that's a true saying. Because you wanna know why? Man, I learned it firsthand. When you get money, sure, money does eliminate the problems that you may have financially, but it also creates new opportunities for you to spend more money. And if you do not know how to manage that shit gone. That shit is gone.
Money, when it's not about, and I agree. Listen, you need money regardless, especially here, right? Now, it's not about the money. It's about the expectations and the level and the amounts of money that you're requiring. See, that's when things become delusional. Because it's like, if you're requiring, for example, a $500 dinner twice a week, now you're spending $50,000 a year.
That's kind of crazy.
You came out nowhere with who's that at? I mean, I'm sure
a
$500
dinner is. But here's the thing. Think about it. I've been to dinners. You've been to dinners. Right?
Yeah, bro. Like, no, he's right. Let's say y'all don't live with each other, right? Let me land. For gas to and from wherever you gotta go, that's probably like $70. The dinner itself is like $200-$300. And then let's say you get a hotel room. That's $500, bro.
Right?
That's
$500.
$500.
Ocean Prime, that bill is gonna cost $400. That's another $80 tip at least.
Twice a week?
But if you go on a Monday and a Friday,
$80 tip, $400.
You go on a Friday and a Saturday. Maybe you don't go to dinner.
Bro, I'm tipping a 5-star restaurant is like $20,
right?
But some men can do that and not even bother them.
But that's not the point that I'm making. The point is that I'm saying is first and foremost.
And that's the problem. Y'all heard her.
It's Saturday.
Y'all heard her.
Maybe you don't go to dinner, but let's say you do something. Right? It's still a lot, right?
But some men can do that and not even bother them.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. You think that some men is like 49%, 35%, 25%, 10%, 15%. Bro, that's like less than 5% of men, bro. In the world, bro. In the world. Fuck America. In America, that's like less than 1%. And you're like, yeah, sure. We got 325 million Americans, or 335 million Americans, sure, something like that. 1% of 335 million, if I'm not mistaken, is 335,000. 335,000 is not a lot of men, bro. That's not a lot of men.
The point is,
and half of the men are married,
foremost when you're
or in a relationship, or have children, like
expensive,
or gay.
You already put yourself in a very small percentile of men that you have available.
Yes. Okay.
Then you have to look at what is realistically your odds. Now, I'm just gonna be blunt.
Please do.
Then you have to consider how you look, right, and what those men are wanting. If those men in this area are wanting black women, then and you're a white woman, you might be asked out.
And I will hold on. I know I keep pausing y'all, and I agree with that. The whole notion about, and some people don't think about this at all. Like, one time I had to ask myself this too. Am I my type's type? Like a 10. Like if my type was a 10 out of 10, right? Like, I don't know what a 10 out of 10 is to some of you guys. So just a 10 out of 10, whatever y'all perceive, right? Am I that 10 out of 10 type? If the answer is no, then why am I aspiring to be with somebody like that if I'm not the type? That's all I say.
You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. If they want a skinny woman or a thick woman, like now you have to really, really weigh out all of the variables for this small percentile.
Right.
And then you have to be okay, I really have a 1% to 2% odds in this country. And then on top of that, the crazy thing is they still might treat you bad.
Yeah.
And they still might not be a family man.
Yeah.
And they still might possess the core values that you're looking for.
Yeah.
And you're going back at it again.
What's the alternative? Me providing for my family, busting my ass at work, to try to make the bills and take care of the kids, and while he does what? Sit at home? Like, what's the alternative here? Because I'm not willing.
I'm not.
Why does he saying? Why she keep saying like she gotta take care of a nigga? Like as if like it can't be a partnership. That's what a relationship is, bro. It's not just one person uses the other person for a specific reason. A relationship is a partnership, bro.
I'm willing to do that. I just feel like my life would be harder if I did that. If I just decided, okay, I'm just gonna take this guy because he's a cool dude and like, you know, he doesn't have money. I'm gonna have to come with the money, but he's a great guy. That puts a lot of stress on me, and that makes me have to walk into my masculine the whole rest of my life. I gotta be.
What the fuck are you talking about? Because you gotta take care of your man, bruh. Wow, you is selfish as fuck, bruh. You are selfish as fuck. You are. Because you gotta take care of somebody that is your loved one. That is your bro. That is your loved one, bro. That's your loved one, bro. That's supposed to be like your child. That's supposed to be like your baby. That's supposed to be like your dad. That's supposed to be like your brother. That's supposed to be like your uncle. You can't take care of somebody like that if they mean something to you and you know that you. Wow, that's just selfish to me. That's just selfish. Because you gotta take care and step up to the plate of being an adult and taking care of your responsibilities. That most of the responsibilities that you wanted, you gotta fucking take care of them, and you don't want to take care of them. That's so sad, bro. That's sad. That's sad, bro. That's sad. That's honestly sad.
How much money is good enough for you? And I'm gonna tell you how delusional we are.
I actually think, hold on, before you answer, I don't even think that it's a dollar amount. I think is what you bring in, how you manage your money, how you spend your money.
I agree.
Man, she just said that, and then she gonna also say about taking me on trips for our anniversaries, and also about taking a plane, dinner dates, and paying for my gas. So you probably the same one to say about, oh, my hair needs to be re-dyed, or my nails and my makeup is expensive, and I want this new bag. Like, shut up. Shut up. Let's get real. Some of y'all, bro, some women out there, I'm not saying all. I'm not. Because if I said all, I wouldn't be with one currently. But some of y'all women, bro, y'all just liabilities, bro. That's all y'all are. It's just an extra bill for a nigga. And that's all y'all treat yourselves as I'm a liability to this nigga. All he gotta do is spend money on me, take care of me, and when I feel like it, maybe he'll get some pussy. Maybe he'll get some attention from me. Maybe I'll pay for something every once in a while. Maybe I'll act right. But he gotta do all this for me to feel like this so that I can do this for him. Like,
but back to the point of just being able to
man,
provide.
just some women out there, it's like, just y'all mindset is so fucked up.
It's not the dollar amount, but
not
it's like
all, just
whatever
some, bro.
you have,
Man.
whatever dollar amount you bring.
Listen,
what are you doing?
You want to argue semantics? Because we could do that. Because I can say right now, do all three of you are willing to live in an 800 square foot apartment the rest of your life?
That's what I'm. Oh, for the rest of your life?
In Brooklyn.
See, Brooklyn isn't even a part of my life.
It
would never be.
No, because the words that they use, he gotta have
argue
ambition.
semantics, and thank you.
He gotta have ambition.
We can argue semantics, but when you want to talk about it, no woman is saying, "Hey, look, I'm willing to." Now I'm gonna say no.
Oh, for the rest
a
of
lot
your
of
life.
women are not saying, "Hey, I want to be in an 800 square foot apartment because he provides all the bills for that, and it's only $2,000 a month."
But listen to this.
So now, no, wait, because I want to get to the question.
You paused. I didn't know.
I got you. I want to get to this question because I want to be real. So how much money is enough for you?
It depends on how many kids we have, but
okay.
It depends.
0. Y'all ain't in a relationship. Y'all are not. Fuck. That's like saying, oh, it depends on the house we live in. Girl, we not even together. But you already talking about how much money I need to have when the house is already there? But you're not even gonna worry about that shit. Why? Because more likely than not, I'm paying the mortgage. If you want to be if you want me to take care of everything you want, bro, let me not start, bro.
Unless
when I hear
shit right now,
I don't
whatever
have,
your current
I'm
situation.
single with no kids, if anybody's wondering.
Yeah, so no kids.
How
I'm
old?
on the market.
How
I have no
old?
ring on this finger.
How old?
That's how you do it.
How old?
Just
How
putting that
old?
out there. My
That's
DMs
how
are
old.
open. Just
How old?
That's gonna be your
How
thumbnail.
old? How old? How old? How
So
old?
right now he has to make 6 figures. He has to make over 100,000.
So
Like I said, she's fucked up, bro. Like I said, my bad y'all for leaving like that. I had to go get some water, bro. I can't. I don't even remember. I don't even remember her saying that shit when I fucking watched the video. I don't. So. $100K, not married, don't have children, got a business going on, has time, all for her, don't chases after her, pays all the bills, got a house already, nice car. Die alone. No cap. I don't wish that for you. I'm saying the end result of all that shit I just said. All those 10 things, the result, you die alone. No cap. You die alone. You better get used to some cats. You better get used to a dog, a hamster, a bird, an owl, a giraffe, like Michael Jackson. Buy a zoo because you're going to be lonely. Invest in agriculture, a farm, some shit. You're going to be lonely. No cap. No cap. Oh, but you a city girl, so you don't like the agriculture life. Hey, man. The country life. Hey, man. Die alone. Love your money. Your money, because your money never going to run out, right? You big baller status. So buy your happiness. Buy a husband. Buy a husband. But you don't want to buy a husband. I understand. Hey, bro. Die alone. Die alone. That's all I got to say. Die alone. Die alone. That's the end result. I don't wish that for you. I don't. I don't wish that for you. I'm just speaking reality, cause you not. Die alone. Die alone. She said all that shit to say 100K, my nigga. And I'm telling you, bro, if you just hear some women talk, you can tell that they get all their advice from social media, bro. And that's the women you need to steer away from, bro. If they don't get their mindset from their parents, from God, or from somewhere that's a credible and reliable source. Hell, I won't even say like books, honestly, bro. Because even with college, those women are even oh gosh.
112. Is that cool?
Dude, like I said, not all women, just some.
You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. This is a prime example.
She's asking for clarity.
No, it's no. I'm asking for
That's
clarity.
realistic in New York and Brooklyn and LA where I live. If I live in the city, you know, I have family members who are women who their husbands make less, but they live in like the middle of Ohio or something. Like you can get a really nice house a lot less. You can make it.
Would you be willing to move? All right, this man makes $112,000 after taxes.
Okay. All right.
In Orlando, Florida, where you're originally from.
I hate Florida with a passion, so not Florida.
I want it
Not
perfect,
Florida,
man. You
but,
want it all, bro.
Maryland.
You want it all.
I don't really like Maryland either.
You want it all.
I don't really
Pick
like
a place outside of LA.
You want it all.
Dallas or Houston?
Maybe. I mean, maybe Texas. I've never been to Texas, so maybe. You know, I don't know. I guess what is the point you're trying to make so I can
I want to
clarify
know
for you?
what's your price. Because that's what it's coming down to,
It
right?
is.
Because if you're telling me that a man could possess your core fundamental values but still not be good enough, but then the man that also can't possess it in the same breath, can't possess the core fundamental values but still do all the other expectations that you want, he's still not good enough.
I understand sometimes you have to compromise in one area or the other. I understand
Oh my
that.
God, no you don't. No you don't.
Like, I'm reasonable. But reasonably speaking, to afford to live, like I said, in an expensive city, you know, with a family, you gotta have 6 figures or more to live. I mean, everything is expensive nowadays. Food, housing,
eggs,
everything is expensive. So that's
Can
not
I get a
unreasonable.
price? That's all I know.
So if you understand that everything is expensive, why do you not understand in a partnership, bro? You gotta help your partner when they are at their lowest, bro. Financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about right now, then, bro? What was the whole 18 minutes and 18 seconds that we was just listening to prior? What was the whole point of you saying all that shit? If you understand that they gotta compensate in one area than the other, and also about the fact that shit is expensive out here, then why are you still demanding a man to do everything that is possible to make him broke as fuck? He still needs to be rich as fuck, and he needs to be available as fuck for you. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Maybe I'm tripping. I'm gonna let her talk. You right.
But okay, but
What's your ticket?
I shut up.
change
I'll shut up.
inflation. It doesn't matter. My thing is
Today. What's your ticket today? A man, you
I
said
would
you're
say,
single. This man DMs you, hey, I want to put a
if
ring
he
on
makes
there.
over $100,000 after taxes, I will consider him. If he's good with money, if he has ambition, if he wants to make more than that later on in his life, those are the extra things he needs to keep that $100,000 after taxes. Because if he's just comfortable with that for the rest of his life or our lives, hello, honey, inflation. That's not even going to be good in 20 years. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm just thinking long term. I'm thinking realistic. Am I?
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. At least one of the girls. Thank you. And that's why, like, sometimes I also say, like, bro, some women, y'all need to check y'all friends, y'all need to check y'all family members for real shit, because the biggest influencer over women is women. I'll be honest. It's not men. It's not your husbands. It really is not. It's women, especially, bro. It's other women, bro. I'm not gonna say for all. I will say for majority. I will say that majority of women, y'all are easily influenced and heavily influenced by other women. Even if y'all do not like to admit it or like to admit it, it's the truth. So with saying that, sometimes if y'all hear some stupid shit come out of y'all friend's mouth, y'all sister mouth, y'all mama mouth, and you don't agree with it, man, don't be scared to just say your opinion. Don't be scared, because sometimes that hive like mentality do more harm than good, bro. That always agreeing with each other mentality, that women protect women mentality, that shit. Oh.
Okay. If you live in New York or LA over 100,000, if you live somewhere else and you have a really nice place, I may consider less, because you can live a good life in other places, but I live in the city, so I'm thinking city.
Are you willing to move?
Am I willing to move? Yes, for the right circumstances, I'm willing to move. Yes.
All right. So the question that I wanted to ask you was, I want to wish you nothing but the best, right?
Okay.
So now you are at the top of the top right now. I'm talking about you probably bringing in 10 mil a year.
Okay. Me myself.
You yourself,
right.
and you're doing, you know, I don't know if this is like the podcast world is something that you want to pursue, but let's say you're doing podcast world.
Which my first episode drops tomorrow on Friday the 13th tomorrow. So
there you go.
We have a Friday the 13th?
It's already here. I was gonna bring it up for you. Yep.
Yep. It's coming out.
So, well, first of all, congrats on that.
Thank you.
So now your podcast is blowing up, bro. You're seeing 7 figures.
Okay.
Actually, 8.
Let's go 9.
If you go 9, no, because 9 gets a little snooty. We'll keep it at 8. Okay? A low 8. I'm talking about 10, 11. Before taxes, right? So now, you meet this man and he's providing all of these things. So now you're making, $10 million a year doing your podcasting. You living your life. You're living your dream. And he's making $100,000 a year.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
He's making that 112, right?
Okay.
I'm keeping that number after taxes.
Okay.
And he's possessing all of those things. Are you still rocking with him?
Wait, was he with me before I got to the 100 mil or?
No. So 100 mil. Relax. I told you. I told you that. I said that gets snooty. It's a little different.
That's what the 10 mil. So he
was not with you before. You stumbled across him maybe at a restaurant.
Was I already rich when I met him?
You were already rich.
Okay.
He was just so happened to be in the same place as you, whatever place that was.
Okay.
You guys hit it off. You connect very well, and he's showing you signs of the core principle fundamentals that you have. Plus, he makes that 112 after taxes. Do you rock with him or not?
So at that point, it comes down to what is his ambition. Like, is he, like I said, is he just a person that is okay with making 112 after taxes for the next 20 to 40 years? Or is he working on something? Is he following his passion? Is he getting creative? Is he doing something that I just feel so, like, inspired by? You know what I mean? Like, I want to feel inspired by the person I'm with. So if it comes down to, like, his purpose, and if he's following his purpose, if he's just comfortable working whatever job he has, making that amount of money, and he's comfortable with that, and he's like, it's great, then I don't feel like I would even connect with him on, like, a spiritual level or mental level, because he's not following his ambitious, his greatest, his God-given gifts.
What if he is, and that's just what his market value is for that career? Like, his market, whatever construction or whatever that is, whatever job he has, it typically doesn't make higher than 150, and that's what he's making typically. If we're saying 112 after taxes.
I feel like I could see myself with the person that's living out their true purpose and living out their dreams. As long as they're making a good amount. Because I feel like, no offense, if you're sometimes, like, if you're going for your dreams and you've been doing the same thing and you're not really, you're struggling, I would say that that's not what I'm talking about. But, like, if you're saying that he's, successful in that way, I see tangible things where he is really pursuing it and not just talking about it, and he's really showing me that he means what he's trying to do, then yes, I can see myself with a person like that.
Full major science.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie with you, bro. I'm not trying to hear that shit no more. I was about to pause that shit and go away from it. I'm not gonna lie. And this is why I'm gonna say that, y'all. This is why I'm gonna say that. If she not making that amount of money, I don't want to hear nothing come out of her mouth about how much money a nigga need to make, bro. I'm not even gonna lie with you, bro. And based off what she's saying, she is an aspiring person too, who is also trying to make it in this world as a content creator. So you need to humble your ass and date somebody that you think is below you. For real. You need to humble yourself, bro. For real. Like, you not good looking. From what I've heard, you got a shitty personality. You got shitty expectations. Die alone. Okay, die alone. Alright. I'm going to end stream pretty soon, but before I do, I'll do one thing for y'all. I'll do one thing for y'all people. I'll do one thing for your people. Night 4, y'all ready? I'm not. Can't lie. At all. If I beat this, we're gonna say for night 5 tomorrow. Just letting y'all know. Oh, my camera about to. Oh, my camera don't die. There we go. What the fuck was that?
I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you. So when I did, hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know.
I low-key want to restart because I used too much battery thinking that these niggas was gonna come this quickly. I'm not even joking, like what the fuck is going on? I used too much power already, bro. Like, what are they doing, bruh? Like, they're not gonna come after me? I'm already at 50%, I'm fucked. I'm not gonna check cameras, bro. I'm just gonna... My bad, y'all. Just give me 1 second. I apologize. such fucking bullshit. Y'all saw me actively looking at those cameras. And not only looking at the cameras, we're going back and forth to the doors. And the moment I take off my eye off of man, bro. Bonnie's back in the dining area. Chica's still in the restrooms. Freddie didn't move at all, and now I barely was on camera just today. I mean, on last round. But if y'all saw, Foxy still was on my ass. So I don't give a fuck. I don't know where Bonnie's at. Okay, I see Chica. Okay. I know where everyone's at. Okay, Freddy's right there. Okay. You're like, no fucking power. There go Foxy, bitch ass. Got your bitch ass. I knew you was gonna be close. I knew it, motherfucker. I knew it. Where the fuck she at? Alright, cool. She in the dining hall. What about this nigga? Still right there? Cool. We got 50% power halfway there through the night. Okay. Foxy gonna be coming soon. Alright. gonna make it. Oh, if I wasn't so scared in the beginning and using so much of my fucking power, I would have made it. Fuck. I didn't make it. Fuck. I was close though, too, bro. If I had like 15% more power, I'll be good. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Please. That's bullshit! Bullshit. I couldn't look at the fucking cameras because if I looked at the cameras, she was gonna kill me. Damn. Alright guys. I'm gonna end the game. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm about to edit that. I'm gonna have to edit the shit out that video once it stops. Let me see. Oh shit. Alright. Alright, beautiful people, that's gonna end the stream with your boy today. I streamed twice, so I hope you enjoy both streams. The audio on this stream is a lot better. Earlier today I was playing Schedule 1. Like I said, today was the first ever recording slash streaming video. So I hope y'all enjoyed it like I did. Some more to come. But until next time, my beautiful people, I appreciate y'all tuning in as always. And until next time, peace, y'all. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next stream, the next YouTube video, sometime soon.